basically contained in the submission that I just handed out. You have what the board has. We're hoping the board does the right thing. And we're going to leave it in the hands of the board right now.
Steve, what is the right thing?
Well, the right thing is to make the determination that the coach not only did not know, but could not have known of this scheme that was going on. And the right thing to do is to bring the coach back. He's not terminated right now, and he should not be terminated. He should be brought back. If the university wants to negotiate for him to leave at a later time, we can talk about that. But this is not the right way to do this. The coach did not engage in any of this activity. He didn't know about the activity. I think we made a very compelling case to the board. I think they listened attentively, and we'll just have to wait and see what they say.
Steve, do you deny that Coach Pitino was coach number 2 then in that criminal?
Well, look, I'm not going to, I am not the FBI, so I didn't write that. But we presented our case as if Coach Pitino was coach number 2. But I would advise you to, when reporting on this, is to look at the submission that we made on what has actually been said about coach number 2. There's this idea that, well, he's coach number 2, there must be something nefarious. Take a close look at what we've submitted and what they allege actually that coach number 2 did and what he didn't do. There's no allegation that the coach, there's not evidence to indicate that coach number 2 either knew or could have known about this scam that's being run by these characters in this scheme.
Did Coach Pitino lose control of his program?
No, that's ridiculous. Of course not.
So
how would you lose that? I think that's a ridiculous question. I'm not going to address that.
But Steve, one of the reasons that you can't get rid of him is if he loses control of the program. Why is that a ridiculous question?
I just said he did not lose control of the program. How would this indicate he's lost control of his program?
If the people wonder,
what if they made the argument in there that regardless of what he knew or didn't know, that this happened on his watch, and so he's ultimately responsible?
Yeah, well, you know, when you say something happened on his watch, you need to read, number one, coach's contract. Nobody can guarantee the activity of everyone under them. If that's the case, if this happened on coach's watch, it happened on President Postal's watch. It happened on Chairman Grissom's watch. You cannot guarantee the conduct of other people. You can do your very best to make sure they comply, and Coach did that. You can do your absolute very best to monitor what they do. You can do your very best to instruct them to do the right thing, and that's what Coach Pitino did. But people who set out to commit a fraud, and part of the fraud is to cover up their tracks, they're going to get away with stuff like this. This time they got caught. But look, we shouldn't make the same rush to judgment that Duke did several years ago. We should calmly look at this, unemotionally look at this, let the facts drive this. Again, if you look at the submission that we made, I think you'll see that the right thing to do is for everyone to step back, take the emotion out of this. I get the emotion, believe me, I live in the community. But we ought to step back, take a deep breath, and see what the facts are, and not take action until we know what the facts are.
Steve, can you gauge what kind of reaction you believe you got from the board?
I think they acted like they were listening attentively, and that's really all I can say. So I'm going to leave it now with the board.